It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Dreadnoughts sure-handed wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Snowhawks. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over.
Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite, the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide, or when they use him as a runner, if someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little
CJ is going down.
Just need a safe short gain on the throw. That's a go-to route to target.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing on third, Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives them the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And again, it's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give him a first down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Complete out to the right. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Shotgun snap to Smith. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Snowhawks finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Snowhawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So they come on offense now, readying for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He manages a gain of 8 there. And they're going to have a first down. Back to throw. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They're throwing it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Snowhawks and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Smith in the pistol. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They're set up at the 35 now. Smith on first down. It is caught left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And they'll have first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They go play action. Here's Smith. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, Smith. Throw left side, complete. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him and play an add-on with those yards.
This one's caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Smith. This throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They'll throw it again. That one's complete right side. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Snowhawks get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Snowhawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll throw to begin this drive. Allen on the catch. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. And he's tackled for a short gain. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. On now is the punt team for the Dreadnoughts. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be their football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun here. Fires right away, but incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
I'll talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. He'll throw it yet again. Gets it to the 15. He does it. Touchdown. The Snowhawks take a 20-zip lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Snowhawks stretch their lead to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing from the gun. Finds his target, Allen. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on first. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up to the 27. Calling a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. He has the first over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st down, ball at the 36. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Running it after the penalty. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Finds a man right side. He has room past the 25. Still fighting forward. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Snowhawks are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Snowhawks grow their lead yet again. Now, after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense ready to take the field now. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Plowing up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 35 on the pickup. And that'll give him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. So it's the 2-minute warning here from San Antonio. The Dreadnoughts trying to make some noise before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Taking a big shot for the end. Big gain downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Dreadnoughts chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dreadnoughts cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. He fields it from the 8. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Their own 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36. Smith in the pistol. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down. And again, it's Smith. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. They connect on the deep shot. He has the touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Snowhawks continue piling onto this lead.
Dreadnought 7.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Looking to throw on third. Setting up the screen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They are throwing it again. He's running with it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. Now looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he's in. Touchdown! The Dreadnoughts chop some of the lead off before the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Dreadnoughts cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. One of the tight ends motioning left. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No dice on that tight end dump off. And now it's second down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, Smith to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Smith on 1st down. Still has some space inside the 35. And they get this down to the 28. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. We're through 2 with the Snowhawks overcoming that home field advantage. They've got the lead at the break. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far.
And we're off.
But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace. But they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, they'll run. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Another carry for him. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Dropping back to throw. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives them the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Throwing from the gun. Search. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that snap.
And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He's going to throw this one. He's going to push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing. Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing on third, Smith. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Looking to throw, Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
From the 30 on 2nd down. That one's complete over the middle. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give him a first down.
And an Anchorage first down.
Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 14-yard line.
Right up the gut. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that grows the lead to 27.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out runs their offense. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And they're going to have a first down. Back-to-back carries here. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. Throw reeled in by Allen. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And they'll have first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run it from the gun. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. This one, well, it has been a rough watch for the hometown guys. Their side getting blown out as we begin the 4th. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing off the play fake here. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down from the red zone. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. With a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They'll send him over right. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. Back to throw, needing a first. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one doesn't go far. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. Back to the well again. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lone back gets the handoff. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They send a tight end in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. He gets him 5 back on that 1st down run. It's going to be 2nd and 15. The give now out of the shotgun. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 19. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Running for it again. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Now Smith. This one's caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Their offense running back out now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Rolling left, buying some time.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slipping quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corralling behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Clean breakup on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punting unit out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Snowhawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And he rips off 8 yards on the final play before our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. One of the tight ends in motion left. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
First down, Snowhawks.
Another carry for him. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Running this one left. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Call it 4 yards, and we'll see what they do now from 4th and short in this spot. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Snowhawks are your winners as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.